All right, so since I have no practice in doing any kind of video, nothing, we're going to do a backlit thing with no formal mic, just one hanging off my headphones, my wired headphones, because I'm a millennial and wireless headphones suck. Um, what a take. Anyway, so I'm here being that was an accident. Um, actually, before I get to here, what was supposed to be here, let's do that first. So I rolled the dice, and it landed on the option to go to Little Tokyo. Hooray! Love Little Tokyo. But me slash the dice didn't consider what Little Tokyo means on a Sunday at 2 p.m. And it turns out that there are forces stronger than your trans 20-sided die. That force being the demonic powers that rule LA parking, which no matter what your previous fealty to it or it to you has been, all gloves are off on weekends in the middle of the day. And having lived here for almost 5 years, I really should have known that. But I can't blame the dice. That was me. The dice didn't know better. So we just scooched over a little bit to the arts district and decided to plop down to do the second dice dictation, which was either a writing project is generous, either to read or to write in whatever capacity, because those are things that require more slow dopamine release, and usually need a little more strategy to allow myself the time and sometimes a little space to do. So going somewhere else, doing something that requires that, got here, Verve in the Arts District, and my cosplaying ended up being something like, I don't know, Wes Anderson as a part-time docent at the Huntington Library. You can see my little Rococo figurines here with a double-breasted situation blazer. So that's the cosplay. So I did end up, might have fucked up the audio there. Okay, we're learning. But I did end up writing, and part of the writing was, the hardest thing about writing is just starting it. I know that's like kind of dumb to say. Everyone knows starting something's the hardest part usually. But it really is a thing with most creative things. I'm more familiar with how writers have raged against it. One of my favorites is Stephen King talking about how every time he sits down to write, the first 10 minutes is like trying to write in a hot barn full of dead fish, something like that. And that is how it feels. It's gross and sweaty and smells bad, and you really want to leave. But once you push through that 10 minutes, airflow, ventilation occurs, and you don't mind the dead fish, and sometimes can use the dead fish as inspiration. So anyways, to help me do that, I again pulled out my handy dandy dice and decided that I would try to write straight without stopping typing as much as I could for intervals of time. I do this with my students and forget to do it with myself. So I alternated between 3 and 5 minutes just to get out of my head and write, just to pinch my nose with this dead, smelly fish and write. Anyways, so I alternated. I would write for, if it was odds, I wrote for 3 minutes. If it was even, I wrote for 5. And I did that a couple times, and ended up writing. I didn't exactly know what I would write about. I felt too intimidating to dig into an actual project at this point, and that's okay. I wanted to just try this out, not to put too much pressure on this as a first-time thing, and I'm glad I didn't, because it's been good to experiment and to do things in increments instead of, for me, which is usually the all or nothing, which is why I started doing the freaking dice thing in the first place. So Anyways, I'm going to read you the rough draft of whatever the fuck it is I wrote. And you can tell that I did not stop to think. Let's see what we got here. Am I able to flip it around? Yeah, I'm just going to have to manually flip it. I don't know why it won't let me do it as a button, so here we go. All right. So, it's called Clown Blood Full Menace. Here we go. Clown Blood Full Menace. Phantom Dennis. The punk's been pranked. Watch your rank, young Master Skywalker. Sometimes you wear your portable speaker like an external resuscitator. Did you know it's not Frankenstein's monster? It's Frankenstein's defibrillator. Girl glam hyper pop strapped to your chest chases down your arrhythmia like a Diet Coke. Thank the holy pizza sluts because you were so close to stroking out on the 101 from dopaminergic urges, squeezed out like an electrocuted lemon, bleaches your frontal lobe. Now you're an abandoned object telling your story. Resist rhyming it with Hori. How about Hippolyta? Hori, will you toss your child to the dogs of dads demanding their daughters do as they bade? Bad babes become bad babes. Everyone knows that. After all, that bleached frontal lobe lobes you very much. Just don't let your bitter serotonin stick out its crutch and trip you on your way out, letting the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Your ass crack synapses, you full-bloodied clown menace. Yeah, as you can tell, that has been sponsored by Dice. Dice roll. So anyways, that's my first little attempt there. And we're not judging product, we're judging process. That there was one to be had. Success. I haven't written in a long time, so fuck. It's a thing. And I don't hate it. It's kind of fun. Good enough for me.